right, welcome back to the KnivesFAST channel. Guys, say hello to Ren and Stimpy and Powdered Toast Man and Loggin TV, and let's get started. If you're not subscribed to the KnivesFAST channel, check the channel out, and hopefully you will stick around for a while. Hit that notification bell so you know when I go live and when other things are happening, new videos, all that kind of stuff. So, guys, I'm going to save you some pun pain. I just got this knife in not too long ago from Andrew Halbert, who is a great viewer. And I went looking at some other people's reviews, and everybody titled their review like, "A stunning knife. I'm stunned by this knife. A stunner of a review." Oh my gracious. You're not going to get anything like that from me. This is a very good knife, and it is made by Bade Modern Designs. It's actually, we think, made by Kubi, but it's designed by Bade Modern Designs and sent to me by Andrew Halbert. Andrew, thanks so much, man. And this is a very interesting knife to me. Now, this was out on a Kickstarter. I'm not even going to talk about price because it's not available right now. But I think it was close to 300 if I remember correctly, maybe a little under. It's not available right now, but I'm assuming they're going to come back with more. It is made by Kubi, we believe, and it's just a really cool knife. Now, it's called the Stunner, and there is where all of the lovely puns have come from. I am not the pun guy, so you're not going to get that. So you do have this really cool pivot with the shiny blue anodization. Same thing on the screws. And then you have the thumb stud, which is also blue, but a little more muted. You do have this great chamfering all the way around, like a really cool. This is also rounded off. Could be a little more rounded off, but just love the shape of this knife because that gives it that contoured shape that I love. You do have this really cool carbon fiber with a texture to it. I don't even know. I mean, I don't know if they poured it that way. I don't know if it was dremeled. I don't know what in the world they did, but this makes it really grippy and cool. And yeah, you do have seams in between, but it's supposed to because it's raised. Really cool. Pocket clip is also muted, just like the thumb stud. So again, my only thing I'm trying to say here is make all the hardware sort of match. I don't care for the shiny and then the muted and then the shiny and the muted and the shiny. Yeah, but that's just me. Really interesting. You do have another logo up here, and I think that might be Bade Modern Designs logo. I am not sure, but I believe so. Nothing on this side of the blade. This is a bead blast, I believe, and it is M390. And a really interesting blade. Now, this is a hollow grind, and boy, is it ever thin. Now, you got this crown spine up here, and you got this just for looks jimping. So this jimping does nothing for my thumb, just for looks, but it's okay. It doesn't bother me because I don't need jimping. You guys know that. My thumb lands up here on that crown spine, and it feels so good. You do have where it gets a little thicker right here and where that comes together, and then it narrows back down to the tip. Really cool. Now, an interesting part is you do have a really good finger choil, and what they did here was they sort of thickened this up because sometimes people go really narrow right here to try to make sure that plunge grind is down and gone before the sharpening into the blade. But then what happens is you kind of get poked a little bit there. In this case, it feels great, but again, I think they got out of the way just in time for the blade. It's really hard for me to see it because it is so gradual. But again, you have that super thin grind, really well done. Now, Kubi has been killing it with actions, and let's just see. Now, this is running on ceramic bearings, so let's see how it's running. Yeah, so well done, guys. Let's do it again and try to fail it this time. Going to the point of break. Yeah, it's not going to fail. Really well done. Now, you do have thumb studs as well. Same thing. The thumb studs work really well. I dig them a lot. Man, really, really good. Snaps out of there. Now, closing action, it's a shake shut. It's not necessarily a drop shut. It doesn't need to be for me, but it wants to go home for sure. I say that all the time. People think I'm crazy, but it does. It is centered. And let's take a look at that lockup, guys. Yeah, about 30 or so, 25 to 30. Nah, Well, okay, hold on. There might be the ever slightest tiny little bit of blade play. But again, this is Andrews, so I have not adjusted it. There is no lock rock whatsoever. If it is there, yeah, it's definitely a tiny bit, but it's nothing to worry about, in my opinion. Really, really well done. Now, this is a taller knife. It is tall on that. What else do I have sitting here? Here is the Kubi Momentum. And let's just put these like this so you see how much more handle. Let's see, am I lined up? Yeah, you got, I don't know, quarter of an inch, a little more than a quarter of an inch extra handle. And it makes it thicker and taller, and the blade is thicker and taller. And you got this hollow grind, so man, does it ever come down thin and slicey. And this thing cuts, let's see, can't find a full sheet of paper, but here's a sticky note. Let's see what we got here. And again, this is Andrew's knife, so I am not sure how much he has used this, but it definitely cuts. There you go. Really, really nicely done. So as far as grip, guys, overall, if I'm up here, this is money, okay? This is absolute money. I've got a choil for this finger. I've got a choil for this finger, and I got plenty of room for all my fingers. I'm plenty clear of the blade, and I got a nice landing spot, and this feels money. Now, do you feel the pocket clip? A little bit, but nothing to be sneezed at. By the way, let's talk about that. Great tip up, right-handed only pocket clip. Sorry, lefties. Goes in and out of the pocket well, good retention, no problems whatsoever. Carries pretty thin, as you can see. Get your hand in there, no problem. Nice flipper tab. You do have some jimping top and front. To me, it's more of a light switch. Can you? Nah, it's a light switch to me, guys. Feels that way very, very much so. So back to the grip. Feels good that way. The pocket clip is not a hot spot this way. Now, the only thing is this feels sort of confining to me. And in the backed up grip. And it's just odd because it wants me to be right there. I don't know why I don't think it's odd when I'm up here, but back here it feels like it should be more neutral, and it just wants to force me into that flipper area, and it just doesn't feel as good back here. Now, does it hurt? Does it feel, bad or something? No, it doesn't feel right. It feels like it's too deep. If it was a little more shallow, I think it would be money. And as a matter of fact, see how much more deep that is than this guy? I just wish this was slightly more shallow. I think this thing would be absolutely ridiculous. Now, let's, again, not available right now, but we're still going to talk about specs because I'm betting they're coming back with this. It's a 3.25-inch blade, 4.6-inch handle for 7.85 overall and 4.7 ounces. But let me tell you, it doesn't feel like 4.7 ounces. Now, is there some milling in there? Yes, there is. There is absolutely some weight reduction milling. It's just because it's a bigger, thicker scaled knife that makes it 4.7 ounces. But again, doesn't feel 4.7 ounces. It feels nice and light. Titanium, if I didn't say that, and carbon fiber here. Guys, this knife, and again, I'm avoiding the puns. You're not getting puns from me, but this is a great knife. Really, really great. I kind of hate to send it back to Andrew. It's got all that blue. It needs to be here, not with it. No, I'm kidding. Andrew, thank you so much for letting me check this one out. Guys, let me know what you think. Is this one you're interested in? If it comes back, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. And guys, I really appreciate your support. And man, we are growing, and it's only because of you guys. And I thank you ever so much for your support and for watching the Knives Fast channel.